played extremely well. I thought the quarterback played extremely well. I thought they managed the environment pretty well on the road. I want to thank you guys for always coming out and supporting and covering Penn State football. We appreciate that. You know, the things that probably jump out, like I talk about each week, we tied the turnover battle, and really the one interception we had was almost like a punt, but we did tie the turnover battle. We won the penalty battle. That's a whole nother story for another day. The explosive play battle, we won that as well. So a lot of positives, you know, coming out of there. I thought we played really good complementary football. Offense scored enough points to win and created some explosive plays. I think we can be a little bit more efficient in the running game. I think we can improve there. I thought we protected well. I thought Sean managed the game really well. Defensively, we're bend but don't break, and we, you know, for the most part, we keep people out of the end zone, and we make big time plays at critical moments. Brisker continues to show up. I thought, you know, I don't know if anybody's talking about it, but the tackle on the sideline, the game-saving tackle by D-tackle Congo, was a huge play. Was a huge play for us. So I'm going to show that over and over in the team meeting room. And then special teams, I thought were really good tonight. You know, the field position punting, the punt at the end of the game. You would have loved to end it on our terms by getting a first down and kneeling the ball. We had to make a decision, take another shot to Jahan like we did. But if you don't get the interference call, you don't complete it, and the clock stops, they don't have to burn a timeout. So I thought it was the right decision, especially the way we're playing defense right now. So overall, it's a great win. We're 1-0. We'll enjoy it for a little bit, and then we'll get up in the morning and start all over.
We'll go Mark Reddick and we'll go Mike Gross.
James, you mentioned the red zone defense. Is there something different going on this year that they just have more confidence in? How much is that something that can build on itself? You did it really well against Wisconsin and then obviously in this game.
Yeah, I guess, and I don't want this to come off the wrong way, Mark, like when you say this year, you're comparing it to 2 years ago and 3 years ago,
I get what you're saying. Last year, yeah.
Yeah, I get, you know, it is what it is, and I understand that, but I would hope when you guys make comparisons, you're making comparisons to the body of our work, and I think the body of our work's been pretty good. I think we got a really good mentality on defense. I think our leadership is really good. I think we're a mentally tough football team. I think we're a physically tough football team. We give up some yards, but we make critical plays when it matters most. And we're able to either get turnovers or hold people to field goals more times than not. What I love is even on extra points and field goals, we're almost blocking every one. I think it's a really good sign of a football team. That and you watch kickoff, when that ball's kicked, everybody's right on the line and sprinting down the field. There's just really good evidence of disciplined football that I see in a lot of different areas, and I'm proud of that we got to build on.
James, that sequence where they seem to take a place away from you.
They seem? What'd you do?
I'm trying to be diplomatic.
You don't have to be diplomatic. I want you to say it because I
They
can't.
took a play away from you. Did you communicate with the officials?
I talked to all of them.
And they said what?
They all agreed on the call, and so did the replay. They all agreed.
Just on two.
And I kept bringing them over and saying it's not accurate.
Emily, finish your sentence.
I don't know what else I can tell you, but they all concurred, all the officials. They got the headset, they talked to each other, they all agreed. They ran it by replay, they agreed as well. I don't know what else I can do or what else I can say.
Adam, and then we'll go to Kyle.
Hey James, 3 games, only 3 games, but you have against Wisconsin during the night. What have you learned about your team through this portion of the season?
Yeah, I think we got a tough-minded football team. Going on the road at Wisconsin is a tough place to play. We found a way to gut out a win there. And then we were able to do that again tonight against, I think that's a good football team. They got a veteran quarterback who's played well for them. The running back, I think, is as good as we'll see. And I thought they handled the environment well, but I think we have found ways to win different ways. Week 1, week 2, week 3. Obviously being tested early in the season like this, I think is going to be good. and helpful, and we're just going to have to build on it from there. But I'm pleased with where our football team is right now. The good thing is we're going to go in on Sunday, and we're going to coach the heck out of this film and the corrections. And really, if your process is right, it shouldn't matter what the result was. There's a lot of things that we can get cleaned up and should get cleaned up, and good football teams do that while they're winning. They don't need a setback to do it.
James, offensive line play was, at a premium tonight. And, what did you think about some of the plays that guys made? I mean, it seemed like, Peyton and Rashid on the ends, they were able to clear guys out. And then, of course, pass blocking was outstanding tonight. I mean, what can you say about those guys?
What position did you play? Because you look like a former offensive lineman.
I played left tackle.
Shocker. The O-line guy wants to talk about the O-line. Yeah, I thought they played really well. I thought it made a little bit of a statement early in the game when Sean was back there for like 12 seconds, scanning the field. And I thought it was really good on Sean too, because I think in years past he may have stepped up and scrambled when he didn't need to. I thought he did a really good job feeling the pocket, made a play on the sideline. That was the other thing I thought Sean did a really good job of, is when he did scramble, his eyes went to the sideline. How many times do you see quarterbacks scramble? They look back to the middle of the field, and every once in a while you can get a big play there, but more times than not, it's going to come back to hurt you. So I thought that was positive. Again, I think we can be a little bit more efficient in the running game, but I thought we were able to protect well tonight against a defense I think can run. Yeah, I think our tight ends had like 130 yards, I think, as a group. I don't want that to be a 1 week on, 1 week off. I think we got a really talented tight end room. We want to keep them involved. It's really difficult when you got receivers making plays, you got tight ends making plays, you're able to run the ball. When you got that type of balance, I'm not talking about run and pass balance, I'm talking about distributing the ball to a number of different playmakers. That helps. So that's a room that we believe in, we think is super talented, and we want to keep those guys involved as much as we possibly can.
I know that it's credit to Gardner. What happened on the muscular play? It seemed like a fun play to try there.
It was a fun play to try. That was the plan. When 4th and 1, we were going to go for it. I wanted to go for it in that way. We've been repping that for a long time. PJ's been great at it. I think it all comes down to when did you think forward progress ended. That's another one. That was a tough one. But we're going to continue working on those things. I want to keep people honest. I think you have to take on a certain amount of risks in games like that to try to swing momentum. Obviously, it didn't go our way, but when we're playing defense the way we are, I think you can take some of those risks.
We'll go Neil and then we'll go Joe.
James, some of the plays seemed like you sprung some surprises. Shahan go fast, you had some other tight ends. Were you kind of gearing for this game, the atmosphere and whatnot?
No, according to Chris, you guys liked the ones early in the game that worked, and you didn't like the ones late in the game that didn't, according to the Twitterverse, right, Chris? Is that what you said? So I get it. Everybody likes the ones that work, and the other ones, they stink, trying to get too cute. But we want to be diverse. We want to keep people on their heels. Obviously, there's an aspect you want to be able to just hammer it when you need to, whether it's in the low red zone or whether that is on short yardage situations. But I also think about things like the double pass. It creates hesitation. They get concerned. They don't run downhill as fast as they could. Even just getting the play where we were going to throw the ball out of the Wildcat formation, I think is going to give people some concerns and hesitation. Hopefully will help us down the road.
We got 2 more questions. We'll go Joe and then Andrew Calista.
James, only 4 incompletions tonight. Had some explosive plays, but also seemed to take what the defense gave him. How do you think he performed tonight?
Yeah, I thought he's managed the game really well. He's taken some criticism, so I'm super happy for him. He's a tough-minded guy. He's physically tough. and he made the plays that he should have made tonight. But I also thought he made a couple plays. The play that he extended and threw it in the back of the end zone, I thought that was a big-time play. I'm really proud of him. I'm really happy for him. His preparation should lead to this. That's not how the world works. Life isn't fair. But for him right now, his preparation is leading towards success, and I'm really happy for him. I think it's a great example for our program.
Last question to Calista.
Coach, you kind of addressed it when you talked about the defense making your decisions easier. Are you talking to Coach Fry before those early fourth downs because you're setting Auburn up pretty good instead of punting, allow the student section and getting them deep? So I'm just wondering, what is the thought process that goes into those?
Yeah, well, obviously we talk about these things beforehand, but then actually on the headset I'll flip over and ask Brent his opinion, because obviously if it doesn't work, he's going to have to be comfortable with it. It's not the end-all be-all, but I always want to kind of get his perspective. So I click over, see what he thinks. A lot of it obviously is how we're playing on defense, and I think we got a damn good punter. So all those things factor into it. As you know, the analytics people